This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this Aerolite 2017 model 2843BH. Okay, so I'm here on the door side of the trailer at the rear. Okay, so you have a automatic stabilizer. So you've got the large pads and stabilizer system all the way around here up front here. Okay, so you got two doors. This is the main door here, takes you into the living area. You have a backup camera, a power awning with LED strip, your refrigerator service panel. This will be cleaned up here, but this should always be hanging out like it is, so you can so the condensation that's generated by the refrigerator will drip to the outside or drain to the outside. Okay, TV mount, antenna, and power. This is to fill your fresh water tank. The most common way to get water to this trailer is through the city water hookup, but if you're going camping and you're going to a campground that doesn't have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill this tank and use the onboard pump to pump your water. So you'll have running water no matter where you're at. That is the vent for your range hood. There's a baffle inside that you can lock and unlock. So you want it flapping freely when you're venting, otherwise you want it shut. Got outside speakers, your water heater. The switches for your water heater are on the inside. Okay, this is your hitch here. This is a Husky centerline weight distribution hitch with built-in sway control. Okay, you've got a 3/4 inch crank here. That is a sprayer. Okay, this is just for a solar battery charger. If you wanted to add one, you can purchase one and plug it in there. It just charges the battery. Okay, you got a Deep Cycle Marine battery here. There's your kill switch for the battery to shut it off. All right, you've got two LP tanks, and then you've got a power tongue jack. Now, if this was to fail on you, you can pull this plug out of the top here and use that 3/4 inch crank to crank it manually if you have to. Okay, this is your stabilizing system here. Basically, the directions are right here. It's something you'll have to refer back to if you're not familiar with it, but you're going to turn it on, and then you would push auto level and it'll level the whole trailer. When you retract it, it'll basically, the hitch height will go back to the last hitch height you had. So it'll go back to the hitch height you had when you disconnected it from your tow vehicle. Retract, and then you can scroll through the auto hitch height, right? Manual mode, so you can retract them manually, and then you can do it auto. Okay. This thing will, as it levels, it'll be thinking, and the readout will tell you it's analyzing, standby, whatever, and then it'll tell you what it's doing. You'll be able to see by these lights here, left, right, front, rear, what it's actually doing. So okay, so they're basically it's a very simple thing. It's all automatic, but like I said, you can refer back to the directions right here if you need to. All right, coming this way. All right, so you got a 50 amp power cord, 30 feet long. This is an outside shower here. This is just campground cable and satellite through. All right. This is your city water hookup that I told you about when I was on the other side. I told you that 9 times out of 10 you'll be using the city water hookup. So this is where you would just hook up the hose from the campground and turn it on, and you're ready to go. All right. So here you have your dump valves. We're still in the process of cleaning your trailer, so it'll be much cleaner than it is. So basically, this is the black tank valve here. The black tank is gray, is toilet water and waste. The gray tank is here, which is sink and shower water. I don't know if he's dumped these yet, so I got to make. We just water tested, so okay. So he's got that. Okay, so basically, you'll pull the black valve first, and you'll dump the black, and then you're going to dump the gray. It's because the wet gray water is cleaner than the black water. All right. I'm just looking down here to see what else we've got here. So yeah, so basically that's it. So the black tank's always dumped first just because it's dirtier water, and gray water will clean it out even better, all right? Okay, so this is your black tank flush over here. If you leave the black tank valve open, you can hook the hose up at the dump station here, and it'll clean your black tank out even better. You see it says don't use this unless your black tank valve is open, so you always want to open the black valve before you turn on the water. Okay. Also, while I'm back here, you have a backup camera obviously, and while I'm looking up, I have to tell you that you have to inspect the roof of this trailer and every other trailer ever made, because it's just the nature of it. So you figure 3 times a season, once in the spring, once in the fall, once in the middle of the summer, you'll go up there or have somebody else go up there. You'll look around, check the sealant for cracks and separation, and when the time comes that you do see that, you have to get it touched up. It's very important. Okay, so alrighty, let me see what we got here. Okay, so you have a bed lift in this one, up and down, so you can drop the beds up and down. You can store bicycles and stuff underneath, and that emergency door, also called a bike door, you got in the back, so you can raise them and lower them right here. Your passcode is probably 4 zeros, which it is, so you can see your fresh water has a little bit of water in it because we're water testing it. And you can go through and oops, let me get it right here. There we go. And you can scroll through it. Get this right. Scroll through. Let me try again here. Let me get back to home. There we go. Okay. So your black and your gray tank, your lights here, you can turn them on and off. Awning light. Interior lights, water heater, your water pump there. Okay, so you have all your controls. Let me see what we've got here. So the type of slide out you have is called an AccuSlide. Okay. This device down here is a power converter. It converts 110 AC down to 12 volt DC, or over to 12 volt DC. So you have regular household circuit breakers over here, and they're labeled, and then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. You got 12 volt fuses that are labeled. If any of the fuses blow, they'll actually light up, and you can see them through this tinted plastic here, so you'll know. Plus, as long as you're plugged in, this will keep your battery charged up front also. Okay. This is you pull the cushions off here, and this is a 3-panel hide-a-bed, so it'll fold out. You just grab it down here, bring it out, drop the legs, and then fold the back panel down, and you've got a bed. You can pull the poles out of your table here, set the tabletop down onto these cleats here, and you'll have another bed. All right. You've got TV here. You've got a radio / disc player here. You can play discs here. You also can stream off this USB port here. You've got Bluetooth to hook up wirelessly with your phone or tablet, so there's a lot you can do with it. Your refrigerator is a Dometic gas absorption refrigerator. Basically, you just have 2 buttons on and off. So that's on. Then you go to auto. Auto means electric. The reason they call it auto is because It'll automatically seek out electricity. If you can't find it, it'll automatically switch over to gas. Or if you're running on electricity and you have a power failure, it'll automatically switch over to gas. So you can also turn it on gas just by going like that. You can pull it down the road, okay? The only other thing to know is to set your temperature. You use this thing here. It's called a thermistor. It's inside this plastic thing is just a clip to hold it on. The thermistor is actually a cylinder on the end of that wire. You can see the bottom of it sort of sticking out there a little bit. But you just basically, the higher you go with it, the cooler your refrigerator will be. Okay. To light this, I don't know if he's got the gas on. Yeah, he does. So you're just going to turn the sparker clockwise to light the burners. Let me look down here. Let's get a better view here. I can't see. Let me get down here and look. Hold on. Okay, so this one you have to light with a grill lighter. So what you'll do is you'll go to pilot, you'll depress it, then you go down here. There's a pilot light at the very back on the bottom shelf there. You'll light that with a grill lighter. After it lights, you'll hold it in for another 10 seconds or so, still holding this in, depressed. Then you go to whatever operating temperature you want. It'll cycle on and off. And so when you shut it off, the flame goes out obviously, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time. Also, always have this shut when you're pulling the trailer down the road, or else it tends to break. The microwave works like any other microwave. This is the range hood vent and light I told you about. Okay. Your thermostat, basically you just poke it once to light it up, then you go fan, air conditioning, heat, and then off. Give it about a 5-second delay time before it'll kick in or kick off. It takes a while. There's a lag time. Also, this is telling you that this is, because it's a 50 amp system, this is pre-wired for a second air conditioner. You could put it right here. You would remove the garnish. There's wire in there, and the air conditioning drops right in there, okay? So it's a quick, easy add-on job. All right. There's one last thing, well, two last things, I guess. Let's first of all find that here it is over here. This is the carbon monoxide and LP gas detector here. It should always be green like that. If it goes off, you want to take everybody outside, shut the gas off at the front and figure out what's going on. Okay, this GFCI in the bathroom here, all the plugs are wired through a GFCI, so if coffee pot is being used outside and it pops, you'll reset it in here. Alright, the toilet, the thing to remember is you have to have chemical in it and a little bit of water to use it to start off with. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your water and your power, you'll go in here and you'll put your chemical right in there. You'll step on this and stay standing on it, on the pedal, till you put about a gallon of water in there. Gallon, 2 gallons, it doesn't have to be exact. The bottom line is you just have to have some water in there and chemical to start using it. So anytime you're starting off with an empty black tank, you will go through that procedure, alright? Alright. Also, you have a fan up here. You always want to run the fan with the shower because you want to pull that humidity out. Okay, I think that does it then. Okay, so thanks for purchasing your trailer at National RV Detroit. And remember, you always want to inspect your roof at least 3 times a season. And this trailer has to be winterized, so you have to, if you don't know, you have to educate yourself about winterizing. Either have it done or do it yourself, but in the fall you have to put antifreeze in the system. You can't get antifreeze into the water heater tank, so you always have to bypass the tank first. So keep that in mind, okay? Thank you very much.